Louis Vuitton is one of the most well-known luxury brands in the world. This company is over 130 years old, and iconic French designer luggage and leather goods have been coveted by the rich, famous, and powerful of all time. Louis Vuitton has been successful for over a century, because it has always stayed true to its original values, exalting quality and craftsmanship, providing creative inspiration for its artisans, respecting its heritage. Let's get started to review Louis Vuitton's history and success story. Vuitton was born on August 4, 1821, in Aigues. It's a small knitwear town in eastern France. In 1831, his mother passed away, his father remarried again, and his life became more difficult and difficult. In 1835, Vuitton decided to leave his home in Jura, and move to Paris. At that time, he couldn't afford to pay for his trip, and he took whatever job he got on his way. After arriving in Paris, he started working as a box maker, under the Monsieur Maréchal. Later, his luck started to change, when he was appointed personal box maker and packer for Empress of France Eugénie de Montijo, wife of Napoleon Bonaparte. At the direction of the Empress, Vuitton beautifully packaged clothes for transportation in a luxurious way, and shortly, he became famous in the whole country due to his remarkable skills, and his reputation. In 1854, the Louis Vuitton label was founded by Vuitton on Rue Neuve des Capucines, in Paris and sells leather, handbags, shoes, trunks and other luxury items. In 1858, Vuitton introduced his new lightweight airtight flat-top trunks, made of Trianon canvas. Before the introduction of Vuitton's luggage, rounded-top trunks were typically used and, generally to promote water runoff, and thus could not be stacked. In 1871, Oyama Iwao became the first known Japanese customer, ordering a suitcase while he was in Paris, observing the war as a military observer of Japanese army, during the Franco-Prussian War. In 1876, to avoid having his look copied, Vuitton changed the Trianon design to a beige and brown stripes design. In 1885, Vuitton opened the first store on Oxford Street and, soon thereafter, with his style being copied so often. In 1888, L. Vuitton created the damier canvas design, which features its registered trademark logo, Marque L. Vuitton Déposé, which translates to L. Vuitton registered trademark. In 1928, Louis Vuitton passed away, and the company was then taken care of by his son Georges Ferriol Vuitton. In 1896, the company launched the signature monogram canvas and made worldwide patents on them. It features simple yet stylish patterns and designs, including quatrefoils and flowers, as well as the LV monogram. The LV monogram is taken from Japanese Moan designs, which were popular in the late Victorian era, and the patents later proved to be successful in stopping counterfeiting. Georges traveled to the USA back in 1899, promoting a number of Vuitton products, in cities like New York, Philadelphia, and Chicago. In 1901, Louis Vuitton introduced the steamer bag, a much smaller piece of luggage designed to be kept inside their more expensive trunks. In 1913, the Louis Vuitton building opened on the Champs-Élysées and other places such as New York, Bombay, Washington, London, Alexandria, and Buenos Aires. After that, the Keepwell bag was introduced in 1930 and the Noé bag in 1932. The Noé bag was originally made for champagne makers, and the bag quickly became popular. So first introduced during the year, and is still manufactured today. Georges Vuitton passed away in 1936, and his son, Gaston Louis Vuitton, took over the company. In the 1940 World War II, it became and Louis Vuitton collaborated with the Nazis, during the German occupation of France. During this period, the family set up a factory dedicated to producing artifacts glorifying Pétain, including more than 2,500 busts, and Louis Vuitton began incorporating leather in everything from purses to luggage. When Gaston Louis passed away in 1970 and his son-in-law Henry Rackemeyer took over the reins, Henry recognized the need to expand the footprint of the brand and pushed to open locations in around the world, and soon went public in 1984 at the insistence of the Joseph Lafont, the financial director. In 1987, saw the creation of LVMH, Moet Chandon and Hennessy, leading manufacturers of champagne and cognac, merged respectively to form the luxury goods conglomerate LV. In 1989, Louis Vuitton can be found in over 130 locations around the world. Entering the 1990s, Yves Carcel was appointed as a president of LVMH and the first head of the house unrelated to the Vuitton's family. In 1997, Louis Vuitton named Marc Jacobs as its new artistic director. And in March, the company debuted the first ready-to-wear line of clothing, for both men and women. By 2001, Steven Sprouse, in collaboration with Marc Jacobs, designed a limited edition line of Vuitton bags that featured graffiti written over the monogram pattern. Jacobs also created the charm bracelet, the first ever piece of jewelry from LV, within the same year. In 2003, Takashi Murakami, in collaboration with Marc Jacobs, masterminded the new monogram multicolor canvas range of handbags and accessories. In 2004, Louis Vuitton celebrated its 150th anniversary and the first global store opened in Shanghai. By 2005, Louis Vuitton reopened their flagship store in Paris, today after an extensive renovation by American architect Erik Carlson, and also released the new Speedy watch collection for the occasion. In early 2011, Louis Vuitton hired Kim Jones to be Men Ready-to-Wear Studio also style director, and he's the lead designer of menswear. In September 2013, Louis Vuitton hired Darren Spaziani to head up its accessory line. Nowadays, LV is one of the famous luxury brands and opened over 460 stores worldwide with an estimated net worth of $23.4 billion in 2022. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe our YouTube channel.